Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Intrepid. My name is Captain Katarn, and we're going to get started with Star Wars. This is Star Wars Galaxies, and this is part 2 of our Imperial piloting guide. So basically, the purpose of this series, and you can see part 1 on the channel, is if you are a brand new character and you want to get started on Legends, it can be kind of daunting and a little bit disorienting to have this huge open world, and a lot of people have money and they know how to play, and you haven't maybe never played before. I'm showing you how to start a new character and how to take it from nothing to the top, essentially. So give me 1 minute. I'm going to get our music spun up here, which is a funny way to say that. Okay, so we'll use, I'll tell you what, since Sam's watching, we'll use his stuff. Let's see. I don't know why Sam's work isn't showing up here. Give me 2 seconds. How you guys doing today, by the way? And hey, Sam, good to see you. Fight Man, good to see you. Senator Echo, good to see you. Give me just a minute to get this set up, and we'll be ready to go. Royalty-free tracks, here we are. Okay. Alright, there we go. So let's go ahead and play those. Defenders of the Pearl sounds perfect. Alright, thank you, Sam, for all this amazing contribution to the channel. And let's go ahead and get started. So basically, where we left off, as you can see, I'm in my Imperial Pilot gear here, and I'm at my trainer. I am just like a couple ship kills away from being able to level up. I'll come back into him, and he doesn't have any specific work, so I'm going to take a duty. Say I'm interested in the duty, and you can see I'm not the only pilot recruit. There it is, Salvar Mystica, nice name. So I'm interested in hunting pirates. You always want to take the destroy duty. I mean, you can totally do escort duties if you want. If you're, you know, like a masochist or something, then that's totally fine. One, they're incredibly slow, and yeah, not that much fun. All right, here we go. What's up, Donald? Good to see you. Easter, the new update for Star Citizen. Yes, Sunday I have to be at a whole bunch of family things. But when I come back from them, since we're not going to be able to have a Stellaris stream on Sunday with Gall and Corey because of the holiday, when I come back from all those family things, I'm going to stream Star Citizen. That's the plan. Alright, so we're going to take our TIE Fighter, so we still have our trusty starter ship TIE Fighter, and I'm going to launch it into space. Alright. So as you can see, we are now in space, and I have my joystick working, which makes me very happy. And we're going to go full power on the engines, and we're going to travel to the waypoint. Oh man, it's as far away as it could be. Okay. 12K, so we have a long time to talk, so how are you guys doing tonight? Late night streams. Tavid Andros, good to see you. Yeah, 9 o'clock Eastern time. I always choose that time because that gives me enough time to get home from work, because traffic usually takes me up to an hour to get home, and then, you know, do anything else that I have to do for the night, make sure my wife is good, and usually record other videos too. So that gives me time to work if I have to, either on work or on, you know, my own stuff here. So I apologize if that's a problem for you. I do have a vacation coming up, so April 7th through the 17th, I don't have to work at all. It's going to be fantastic, and I'll be streaming every day, all day, at all kinds of different times. I'll be playing tons of games. I'm essentially trying to see what it would be like if I went full-time on YouTube. Like, what kind of reception could I get to streaming, and stuff like that. So, pretty cool. Just, you know, like a test. It should be fun. And hopefully, I haven't heard anything about Star Wars Fallen Republic. I would tell you guys if they leaked anything to me. I'm just kidding. I probably wouldn't. But I haven't heard anything yet, which is a little bit disappointing. Let's take a look. So what we're doing here in space is, in order for me to level up the last little bit that I need, we need an additional, looks like, 560 XP. So thankfully that's only like 6 ships that we have to attack to get that, but we'll get there. Download the vid and listen and watch it work. Okay. Well, that's good. I'm glad you like the content. When you do that, I get like no credit for you watching me. But hey, I'm happy that you're happy. What's going on, Echo? Okay. Yeah, so it's weird. My my work doesn't ban YouTube or Netflix, but they do ban the only thing that I can watch Deep Space Nine on. I found. I was like a little disappointed by that. All right, if this thing attacks me, I'm gonna put it down. I think we should be okay. How dare they fire on an Imperial ship? It's actually pretty far away. It looks like somebody else is taking care of it. Alright, so we're 4K out. Man, I mean, the starter ship is just slow, slow, slow. I'm so sorry about that, guys. Didn't expect to have this issue. Let me go ahead and target this guy. Actually, I need to probably fix my target under the reticle. This guy's definitely going to attack me. No way around it now. Alright. Well, maybe not. I have to be within 500 meters to land a hit, so he's not going to get closer to me. Be good. Yep, there'll be a whole lot of them, so it should be good. That's one of the things, like, a lot of people say, I hear this all the time at work, and it always makes me shake my head. They're like, if I won the lottery, I'd still have to work. You know, like, I couldn't stop working because I'd have to do something. And I'm always like, no, you wouldn't. You wouldn't be working. Like, don't think of it like that. You would totally find something to do to occupy your time that you want to do, but it wouldn't be work. Like, nobody gets up, or should I say, very few people get up and they're excited to go to work in that sense. My wife is one of those crazy people, though. She loves what she does. She works in surgery, and that's really, you know, what she's always wanted to do, so that's kind of cool for her. Whereas me, I like what I do, but if I didn't have to do it and I could do this, oh my god, I'd be even more happy. So, trying to fill in the time. Here we go. All right. Oh no, enemy target's coming in from behind. Go evasive. Ouch. Ouch. Hold on a second. My mic is a little too close. There we go. My joystick is smacking into my mic. Can't be having that. There he is. So it's a Z95 Headhunter. We got him. Alright, and we got some engines. We got some Corellian Mark I cruiser grade starship engines. Nice. Alright, good. Because I need some engines. Otherwise I'll have to buy all my components. And I don't want to show that this is possible without getting any help from anybody. So that's the thing. If I do end up flying with someone, you're allowed to get mission help. That's certainly something that's possible and probably necessary depending on the mission. You might need to get a wingman on the Discord or in game to help you, and that's fine. Like, I've always thought that that's how the system should work. What I'm specifically referring to is is like somebody helping you with money or items. Like, pretend that you don't have that, because even though people are generous, you can't always count on that, right? And I just want to show that it can be done. Oh man, we got, okay, this is not good for me. I got those natural spawns on me too. I mean, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But it's going to be a lot of enemies, and my little TIE fighter can't really take a bunch of hits like this. There we go. Oh, incoming missile, yeah. Some of these missile boats will just absolutely mess me up. Yeah, I have no shields in the back now. This thing specifically. I don't think there's a chemo in this spawn. But these things are missile boats here. And it's a tier 2 as well, and I'm in a starter ship, which makes it kind of hard. The starter ship, think of it as like a tier 1/2, essentially. There we go. Oh. Alright, we can get out of here now. I have all the stuff I need. Let me just double check before we get destroyed. Yeah. Escape. Escape pod. Yes. We're gonna self-destruct. There we go. So I pulled the escape pod because that way I'll get a free repair to the ship. I don't have to worry about that. It'll also be taken back to the station. Trust me, it's okay. Nebula with dangerous ghost ships. Well, you can totally play it. I mean, this game is free for you. I want to land on Tatooine. Bestine. Thanks. Alright, so my ship's fully repaired. That was the cheap way to do it. Jorgie hates this game. Senator Echo went out here. It's hard to hate Star Wars Galaxies, but sure enough, Jorgie is a humbug there. It's a complicated game, and if it wasn't, you know, I get it. I don't fault him for it at all. It's a complicated game, and if you didn't grow up with it, and you don't really care about it, it can be kind of hard to learn it. Actually, let me do this. I don't like how this is set up because it makes the chat hard to see. Give me a second. I'm gonna move all this up here. I'm gonna take this over here. I don't even really need this or want this, but I guess I'll put it down here. There we go. Alright, yeah, now we can see it. Sorry about that, guys. And Jorgie be my wingman? I mean, yeah, he could. Like I said, he's not going to be. And I would love him to play this game. I mean, this is obviously one of my favorite games. There we go. Just trying to get everything up so it's visible on the screen when I play this for you guys. Okay. Yeah, it's one of my favorite games that there's ever been. So. But he messaged me and wanted me to play PUBG, and I told him after the stream. Perhaps. We shall look into that. We shall explore that. Alright, so here we are. Defense Coordinator. What kind of training? Navicomputer Management. I can teach you how to utilize some of the basic functions of the droid interface to normalize your shields, overload your weapons, and that sort of thing. I'm ready to study. That sounds awesome. You successfully train in Astromech Management 1 Droid Interface Basic Skill. Pilot, I'm singularly impressed. You've mastered the fundamentals of your profession and have performed well beyond expectation, and all without formal Imperial flight and command training. I think it's time for a promotion. Thank you, sir. Alright. I hereby bestow upon you the rank of Pilot Officer. Congratulations, Pilot Officer. I'm honored, sir. Yep. I live to only serve the Empire. Alright. The CEO is a man named John O'Bor. What's he like? Take authorization of transfer to him. He's currently stationed in Bestine. You can find his office over in the Capitol building. Give him this form. Okay, I take the form. Okay, so this is the first time that we're going to see this. So we have this authorization of transfer form here. It's actually in your inventory, and you have to read it. So after you pull this up and you read it, document contains or accurate and complete record of our history with the Navy, Form 57G. You have to sign it. Okay, and you have to sign it with your name. So, Oxio. My signature was imprinted on the form. So now, whenever I go to find my new commander, I have to actually give him the form. How cool is that? That's like one of those little extra things that I think makes it neat. I mean, if you're not a role player or somebody that, you know, cares about the little stuff like that, that won't, you know, tickle your fancy at all. But for me, that's fantastic. So the Capitol building is actually right here, behind us. Let me go back in. Hey Gogo, I don't need one quite yet, but I might soon, so I'll let you know. I'm just trying to show everybody that it's possible to do this, and if I pull a wingman on so early, it's gonna totally cheapen that experience. But as I move up in Storm Squadron, for sure, because I'm not that great of a pilot. So I totally appreciate you. Alright, so we have this Imperial Pilot Coordinator. This guy is actually the one that you would go to if you wanted to drop your Imperial Pilot altogether. But since I don't want to do that, I'm not going to do that. I believe this is where our guy is. There he is. So Commander Obar. You can see that there's other people in here, Victor Valis. And there is always a way to get a painting by supporting one of the mayor candidates. Okay. Here to apply to Storm Squadron. Give him your authorization to transfer. Well, your history is very impressive. You participated in several missions. Yep. Sign the form correctly, then we'll talk. Well, I did sign the form. I guess I didn't sign it well enough. Okay. No, I did sign it. Alright, let's see how we... Hopefully I don't get stuck. Oh, killing me. Let's see if I can just put this on him. Oxio. O-X-I-X-X-O. Uh-oh. Guys, I think we might have an issue. Let me know if you know what I need to do to... Might have a problem. See, it says it's signed by me. Oh, I have too many... I see what I did. I screwed up my name. There we go. That's what he means, sign the form correctly, you maggot. Alright. My bad. Thank you, sir. Alright, I'm ready. Yes, sir. I couldn't even spell my own damn name. Alright. So we're going to be doing a mission for Imperial Intelligence. I'm not going to read it, but... Okay. What's the plan? Yes, sir. Alright. Alright, cool. So we'll return to him with any information that we find. So we're going to go out and we're going to inspect NIM lieutenants. Fantastic. What's going on? Gaia. So what level am I on? Let me show you. I'm doing space, so I'm not doing any of my ground levels. I'm still level 5. Space is completely different from the ground, so you don't actually need to be high level to be max level in space. And I just completed tier 1, so now I'm working on the tier 2 missions, and I'm going back to the starport to launch. I'm also going to sell all of my stuff back here at the starport, because as you can see, I have 17k in cash, and I have a bunch of stuff that I can sell. And that's the other thing too. As soon as we have about 100k worth of credits, then I'm going to go see if I can get a new ship. So let's go ahead and transfer the credits to my account. This engine is horrible, so I'm not going to destroy it, but I'm going to sell all of these. This guy. Sometimes you get really good reward parts, so you'll want to definitely look at a... there we go. Sell components. You're definitely going to want to look at an online guide before you sell anything, so you don't end up selling something for practically nothing that was priceless. Because there are some parts that really you don't ever want to sell. Alright, so there we are. So I've gone ahead and sold all my parts. I'm up to 38,000 credits. And as a new player, I haven't got help from my alt. I haven't done anything, so that's perfect. So now we're going to launch my ship back into space. And with the starter ship, I mean, if you can deal with the slow speeds, you can actually go for a considerable amount of time. I know people that take the starter ship all the way into tier 3, which I think is insane, but they do it. Okay, so we're going to go to the Loke system. So we're going to need to transfer over there. We'll go ahead and hyperspace to Nim's Hovel. Ovel, I don't know how you say that. And we'll be ready to go. So let's go ahead and zoom out here so you can see my TIE Fighter. As you can see, it is a standard TIE Fighter. This is a training model, so it does not have the best of anything. This is pretty much just has shields so that I don't die, because they're trying to invest in me, and that would be terrible if they spent all this time and money on me and I died in my first engagement. So did I get my helmet for my droid BH yet? I have not, Tobith. I haven't actually been on that very often. Let me see if I can fix this too. This is fun. Alright, as soon as we come out of hyperspace, I'm gonna move that over. Let's go on Fire Fist. Good to see you. Oh, cool. Hey, Travis. Travis is a sponsor, guys. So as you can see, he's got a really cool symbol next to his name. If you're interested in something like that, you too can help sponsor the Intrepid Dawn channel. It is $4.99 a month. There's a little green button on the channel for sponsorship. You just need to click that, and you're good to go. Super appreciated, because it definitely helps me out, because there is practically no money in ads. So let me bring this over. Sorry, I'm just trying to... I have to like look behind the microphone to try to find all the points here. There we go. Okay, so by having it like that, and then can I switch this? I thought for a while there we could. Actually, there's an experience monitor. Let me see if I can find that. So if you go into miscellaneous here, it's probably an interface. Yeah. Cancel. No. I try to keep thinking where it is. I was pretty sure it was like here. Maybe it was only in pre-CU. Probably. There was like a little experience monitor, so if anyone knows where that is, you can let me know. I don't... Maybe it's not... Yeah, I don't think it's a thing anymore. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. So I gotta inspect NIMS lieutenants. Which means I gotta find NIMS lieutenants. Okay, so there are some ships in front of me. These are not it. I don't really want to fight them. What about over here? What do we have over here? Corsair Man of War. Nope, not them either. Corsair Sloop. Nope. So basically, I'm just flying around blind until I find NIMS lieutenants, which is most unfortunate, especially in this ship. I kind of wish that I had a... wish I had a direction on where to go, but I don't, so let's go ahead and take a look at our journal and see what it says. So, inspect NIMS Lieutenant Vestal for hostage orders, and then I have to dock with it. I got a ship on me. Oh god, it's a tier 3. Alright, this is gonna be... It's gonna be exciting. This is gonna take a while to kill this guy. Alright, so basically tier 3 is pretty strong. This is 2 tiers above my starter ship, and you can see that I was slamming into it there with my lasers a good bit, and I barely have the shields down. The good news is that they have a lot of experience points for me. The bad news is that if he hits me enough, it's gonna kill me. So let me try to stay with him. So this also kind of tests your ability as a pilot, because it pushes you more. Sometimes you'll watch it and it'll be kind of easy, because once you get like a new ship that you can handle at that level, the tiers become a lot easier. You can see almost out of capacitor energy because of how much I've been dumping into this guy. Phrasing. Right. Stay with it. And I'm completely out of capacitor energy. But we almost have his armor down. There we go. Now we're just doing random system damage. And since he's so difficult, I'm just going to try to take out his engines, because I can target specific subsystems. So right now, as you can see, I'm trying to take out the engines. And once I do that, it should be a lot easier for me. Oh man, we're so close to those guys. Alright, there we are. So we took out the engines. I'm just waiting. Oh... Just waiting a second to get some of my capacitor energy back. Totally gonna die. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get blown up here, fail my mission. I hope I kill him before that. It's just totally random if it goes into the chassis or the systems. The chassis has to go to 0 for something to blow. So there it is. So I got 1200 XP just to show you the difference. But now I'm getting my ass absolutely beat. And I gotta get out of here. And the thing is that I'm not gonna be able to outrun this guy. And it's a tier 4 chemo. So I'm just gonna escape pod. I'm gonna let it kill me and go back and get my thing. Because plus we came out of hyperspace and there was no NIMS guys anywhere. So I'll redo that real quick. I do not have the game audio muted. I had a problem with this in the middle of last stream too, like it just stopped working, but let me take a look. Oh, you know what? I do have it muted. My bad. Thank you. Thank you for that. So there we go. Thank you, Toblith. I appreciate you. I'll throw that in there. We'll do that real quick. Way. Negative 3150. 670. 3050. So guys, there are guides that you can use to, and we'll come back to that waypoint. I'm gonna land at NIMS because I'll be able to do this faster. Then I can quick travel over to Tatooine, come back here and launch. So let's do that. And the cool part about it is NIMS is a little station like this. As you can see, this is Loke or Locke. I'm not sure how you say it. Because I know how I say it. I don't know what the correct way is. And you see there's a bunch of people here chilling, because this is where you load into the planet. So this is a very active server, as you can see. Now I can take my ship and travel back to Tatooine, to Bestine, and to see my trainer. So we'll go ahead and do that real quick. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, I didn't realize it was that low. It's much more fun whenever you hear the appropriate sounds. It's just that sometimes this plays music no matter what I do, and that always gets my stream in trouble. Alright, so if you guys are just watching, thank you for joining us. My name is Captain Katarn, this is Intrepid Dawn, and I appreciate having you here. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. It's free for you, and it makes sure that you don't miss any of our great sci-fi content. I do a new game pretty much every day. Not as in, like, brand new, but I have different content up on the website daily, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're subscribed and you want to make sure that you never miss any of my live streams, because it's a common thing that people say that they missed a live stream or whatever, just go ahead and click that bell notification, and they'll give you a push notification. The thing is that YouTube does not send out all of your videos to all of your subscribers. They pretty much pick and choose a handful of them and send them out. So if my video, notification goes out to a bunch of people that don't click on it because they're busy or whatever, then nobody else sees it either. YouTube doesn't send it out to everyone. So here, I failed my mission. This guy's gonna be sad.
New mission received.
There we go. Alright, so I got it back. Inspect NIMS lieutenants, awesome. So we're gonna go back and take care of that now. I felt shame, but now I feel better. It's a damn shame that tier 3 guy didn't drop a part for me. Because if he did, it would be pretty expensive. The higher tiered they are, the more likely they are to drop higher tiered parts. And every level of the tier, you get another 1,000 credits. So if it's a tier 3 part, you get 3,000. Tier 1, you get 1,000. Tier 10, you get 10,000. So you can make credits pretty quickly, and then you can use those to buy your ships. So essentially, what we'll do is after we train and I get enough to buy a ship, I'm going to go essentially purchase a TIE line fighter, which is the standard TIE fighter that you'd find in a Star Destroyer and other things. And that'll be nice, and it'll give me a boost, and it'll be faster, and it'll just be wonderful. So let's go ahead and travel to NIMS Starhold, and then I'll just launch from there. A more DA live stream. I don't know what you mean by that. But QA live stream, maybe? Launch the ship. Alright, so here we are. We're launching into space at NIMS. I could also have launched there and hyperspaced over. This works too. And we're going to inspect NIMS Lieutenant, so thank you very much for that waypoint. And then we're going to go out there and find him. Sweet. And now you can hear it, because it has the TIE Fighter sound that we all know and love in the background. Makes a big difference. Oh man, Sam, you have a great night. I appreciate you coming out. Tell Joanna I said hi. I miss her live streams. I haven't been able to watch one recently, even though I don't understand what's going on. And that was cool last time when she was speaking to me in English, but I was like really embarrassed because I didn't feel that like she should have stopped her stream for me to talk to me directly because she has all kinds of other people there. So, a live stream. Yeah, Senator Echo Winner, I think we're having problems with the language barrier. I have no idea what you're talking about. Alright, so let's take a look here and see what we're going to get. So whenever I level up here, I'm going to get the ability to have a TIE LN, that's lowercase l, and it kind of looks like IN, but it's not TIE Interceptor, it's a TIE Line Fighter. And what that is a, an upgraded TIE. These are the kind that you'll find in convoys and things like that. This was the standard run-of-the-mill TIE Fighter. You have this one down here, which is a heavy TIE Fighter, which is essentially the starter ship with more mass, but this one has a little better turning radius and all that. So once we level up, I'll be able to get that. And this is the big one. Once I get intermediate, or equipment 2 intermediate, I'll be able to get level 4 and level 5 ship equipment certifications. And that's a pretty big deal because my lasers will hit a ton harder and things like that. My goal in this guy is to get a TIE Advanced set up for him. They're tough to do because they have very small mass, but they're also really cool looking, and you know, a TIE Interceptor or a TIE Advanced is a pretty neat way to go. Alright, so we have NIMS Enforcer out here. He's a tier 3, so you can see that like it's kind of difficult. It's not an easy mission for me at all. And while we have a second, let's go into the controls, the key map, ship, target. Target under reticle, I want it to be this. No, I want it to be that. Okay. Target closest enemy. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so we have a NIMS Enforcer that's shooting my ass. Can't have that. Oh no, did somebody just... Somebody here helping me? I think they are. Somebody looks like they disabled him for me. Which I guess I don't mind. I appreciate it. You can see how long it takes me... Or is he bugged? Let me see. Because I'm hitting him and nothing is happening. That's weird. Alright. There it is. NIMS Lieutenant. Alright, so this is the guy that we need. We need to take him out. He's in a tier 2. And now I need to inspect him. So if you pull up here, hit the I key, you'll start initiating an inspection. And once you have what you need,
Scan complete.
this is the cargo that you need. So see, there you press U. Or if you rebound your keys and you can't remember, you can type out /inspect /dock. And now you can see that my ship is going to actually dock with this guy, and it's not always a smooth procedure. And I'm going to reach into his ship and take what I want. So in this case, I need to transfer the hostage orders. So sweet. No Royal Guard Interceptor. I don't really care for that one all that much. It's red. I mean, yeah, if I'm going to do a TIE Interceptor, I have to do that, but I really, really want to get a... Okay, mission successful. Let's see, are we done? So always remember, if you think you're done, check your quest, which is when you're in space, Control J, unless you rebind it. So we're good to go. Let's blow this guy up so that I get some credit for the XP. assuming I can. It might have locked him out to me. I wonder if it did that, because I'm not in a group with whoever it is that's destroying this stuff. As you can see, I'm hitting it, and I'm not doing any damage, so they might have started that in space. I'm trying to find the person who's responsible here. Oh, it is Toblith. Okay. Thank you for flying with me, sir. Look at him. He's in a Jedi... Come on over so I can show them. He's in a Jedi Starfighter. You might recognize that from episode 3. And you can only get this if you're an Imperial Pilot. So a lot of people go Imperial first, get the Jedi Starfighter deed from Lord Vader, and then drop that and take whatever they want. Because once you get the badge, then you can fly it, regardless of your faction, but you have to be Imperial to acquire it. And you cannot fly it without the badge unless they've changed it on the server, but that's the way it was a couple months ago. There we go. You can see he's tastefully done the colors as well. That's not bad looking. All right, pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and home port now. So while I get that started, oh, it's hard to see it. We'll keep looking at his ship. It's pretty neat looking. He's invited me into a group. Yes, I'll join. Okay. What's up? Is it Sean? Yeah, I think it's Sean. Cool. All right, cool. Yeah, let Joanna know. I said, what's up? Okay, so we got 50% to go on the calculations. You can see just the difference that the ILM mod makes in this game, because I mean the textures are really nice looking in the TIE Fighter now. It looks straight out of Rebels. The space is more vibrant. The textures on the planet are way better. So I mean, it's just, there's a whole lot of it that has been... Have I ever considered playing Halo? I played Halo once and I couldn't get off the ship in the first game and I quit. I wanted to play Halo for the story, and then I found out that not only do I suck at FPS, which, I mean, I do. There's no way around that. But, like, it was not fun for me. So I just ended up watching the story on YouTube anyway. And I felt like I was there. Alright, so let's go ahead and travel back to Tatooine, Bestine. And we should be good. Now, I can't accept any items or money. That's the one thing. I won't accept either of those because I want, like I said, I want to show that you can do this. Even if you don't have anybody else playing with you, and you just want to be a solo player and not speak to anybody, it's still possible to do these missions and to level up. So here you can see, like, we didn't get, because I didn't kill anybody, we didn't get any money. So that's the other thing too, like, it's actually kind of hurting my progression to fly with somebody because I need those parts that I get from the ships I kill. So I might have to leave the group and go on my own. No, we couldn't play together. I'm not gonna play Halo. Halo's a console game. I don't have an Xbox anymore, so sorry about that. Yeah, I don't play console games, and I don't mean that to be like all elitist. I mean, I'm not gonna buy a capture card for a console game. Especially that one. I mean, I wouldn't have any channel authority in that. Okay, here we go. So we're talking, transfer the information. Perhaps intelligence can track it. Okay, so I got a Cygnus Star Blaster Disruptor. Thank you, sir. Alright, so let's see. Did I get leveled up? I don't think I did. I probably have to actually get the experience necessary for this box. You can see it's 60,000, so it's going to take a while. Get suiting it up. You're being scrambled immediately. Alright, I'm ready to go. Here's the flight plan of the transport expected to be under guard. We want them alive. Your mission's disable the transport, fire on the engines of the reactor. Either one should be enough to give our boys a chance to take over the ship. Alright, got it. Yes, sir. So we're gonna capture the transport, and then I'm probably gonna have to escort it. But this is our first, like, special ops style mission. We're gonna, you know, swoop in and disable it. We're gonna take them out of space, and we're gonna bring them in for Imperial justice. So let's go ahead and make this a little faster and go back. No, I'm not gonna get Far Cry 5. Sorry, Michael. Not my kind of game. I haven't played any of the other Far Cries. I would say one thing that I really do like are the new Tomb Raider. the first of the Tomb Raider reboot. I loved that game, so I could potentially consider the other one. But we'll travel again to Loke and do this the fast way. I might get the new one. I'm a little disappointed. Like, don't go SJW on me. But like the Lara Croft in the 2013, 2012, whatever it was, 2011 Tomb Raider reboot. I don't know what year it came out. I can't remember. But anyway, that was really awesome. Okay, she was cute and all that, and then, you know, for the next game they completely changed her face. They made her less pretty because she was too pretty for the for the game. It just wasn't really fair. It was weird. Alright, so we have found them. They are 9k out, so I am in max burn right now. We're gonna see if we can get out there. Let me go ahead and go into my data pad, and I'm gonna turn off that waypoint so it doesn't mess me up. Alright, so I'm just trying to gauge by how they're going, what direction they're going, because space is a 3D box. So if I fly like this, it looks like I can meet them. When they move across in space, think of it like a plane. A plane that's flying against the wind speed is actually technically aiming themselves in a different direction, but then the wind pushes them, and then they're on the course. It's a weird thing to comprehend, but it's just basically 3D geometry. No problem. There's no doubt that I think I grew up during the original Tomb Raider era, so even those, you know, low poly, how can I say this correctly? Even her low poly look back in the day was, for a computer character, really cool. That's as far as I'll go with that. That's Danger Zone. Yeah, so I don't know, Toblith. I'm gonna need you to let me do most of the work here, because like I said, the only way that this progression is gonna work is if I actually get the parts and credits for the ships I kill. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be able to buy anything, and I can't take anything. All right, so here we have this. This is actually perfect. So this level 4, I'm not certified to use it, but I'm not gonna sell it. So I'm gonna put this up with my Galaxy Origin device, so I know not to sell this. This will go on my new ship, and that saves me a blaster I have to buy. It's not bad. It's actually pretty decent for its level, and you can get a bunch of those and reverse engineer them. So that's kind of neat. See how that works. So we have the hostage transport here, which I have to move in and destroy. We have these guys. Hey, what's up, Mega J Smith? Good to see you. What is not a danger zone for YouTube? I don't know. Everything that you do for YouTube is a potential issue. But I mean, it's their platform, and yes, I'm in a TIE fighter. I am a member of the Galactic Empire. There you can see his Jedi Starfighter that's coming with me. You can also have a Jedi Starfighter if you play this. It's free to play. I have a link in the description that will help you get started. So there's no reason not to. I hope I get there in time. That's the only thing I'm worried about. I think I'll be fine. Go ahead and take out the engine of the hostage transport. Let's see, what kind of escorts do they have? They have 3 tier 2s. That should be okay. I can take a couple tier 2 hits. Tier 3 hits or something else entirely. Will I ever play the original Battlefront 2? You know, I played that 10 years ago or whatever, whenever it came out. I'm good. I like the new stuff a little bit better. I don't hate Star Wars Battlefront, as was, you know, super popular. So I might play that some more at some point, but that's just because I actually enjoy it. Alright, here we go. So we do have X-Wings. They have more laser cannons for sure. If you want to help me with this one, that's fine, because I gotta disable this transport. So I'm gonna start getting... Yeah. Yeah, they're tearing me up. Because we're not going to actually destroy the transport, so if you want to throw a couple rounds into it, I'll look the other way. Okay. Transport's disabled. Good. Alright, now I'm going to start taking out these other guys before it becomes an issue. Alright, so we still have a little bit of armor left. Alright, now I'm in a position to fight back. Alright, so we've got this X-Wing. There we go. Alright. Not bad. Looks like everybody else has been disabled for me. Appreciative. Okay, so we are basically waiting for our guys. There we go. So our boarding team has landed on the transport. They've taken it over, and now Imperials are in control of this. So we'll have to now fly escort for it. Alright, pretty cool. So we're flying in formation here. Let's go ahead and do some formation flying, guys. I'm going to take the starboard wing. Alright, hit M to match our speed to the target, right? And as you can see, I have everybody else behind me. Looks like another TIE fighter has joined the party. So even though I'm not asking for help, I'm getting it. So I guess I have no choice. Very cool. The new Battlefront 2 sucks. I totally 100% disagree with you. So we'll just leave it at that. You're allowed to not like it, and I'm fine with that. I personally enjoy it, and I actually like the single player too. So yeah, loot boxes don't bother me at all. I mean, I understand the importance of having to pay to support something that you like. Just like I'm a subscriber in Star Wars The Old Republic, I only play it once a week because I play it with you guys on the stream. And if I'm not playing with you, I'm not playing. But I still subscribe because I enjoy it, so I like to support the things I do. It's kind of like, I think I've said this before if you watched my streams, but my wife is a huge Supernatural fan. We have pretty much all the Supernatural merchandise in the world that she could ever want. But she never watches the show when it's on. She only watches it, you know, like on, you know, Hulu or something like that, or wherever it's on, but never when it's on, so she doesn't contribute to the ratings. Like I tell her, one day when they cancel the show, it's going to be because people like you weren't actually watching it when they actually judge it, and then you'll be in trouble. Oh, okay, thank you, Gogo. Appreciate you. So at this point, we're just escorting the hostage transport. Probably get attacked a couple times by a couple different waves of fighters. Here's one. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and throw all power to the drive. I've got it. It's a Z95, so it's not going to be as bad as those X-Wings. Should be pretty easy, actually. Alright. Here you can see that we're all really flying together. There's only one instance in space, so it's not like they're not there. If they see me, I see them. Alright, sweet. So let's go ahead and get back to our escort. Thank you, sweetie, for making me... Go ahead, put it in there. Start. Can you bring me a drink, too? Oh, maybe two. My wife just made me ramen, which is clearly the dinner of a champion. So... totally appreciate the effort. Alright. So let's go ahead and look back and get that cool shot again. of all of us flying in formation. There you can see the other TIE fighter and the Jedi Starfighter in the background. That's pretty neat. I actually have some videos with, we're losing our guy. So you can even fly in third person if you want, which is not my thing, but some people like that. Even when I play Battlefront 2 and do the space, I always fly in first person if I can. It's a better experience for me. What does subscriptions do on SWTOR? It actually unlocks most of the game for you. You'll find the progression is easier, you'll have higher DPS, you won't have any restrictions on the kinds of items you can use, you don't have credit restrictions or anything. Thank you, hon. Really appreciate you. There we go, so I have a drink. And today's stream is now brought to you by Coke Zero. Fantastic. So good. Alright, so we're just leveling up here as the Imperial Pilot, so this is how it works, and let's see what kind of experience we've been able to get. Remember, this experience bar is off, so you have to actually look at the numbers by hovering over it. So we're at 8K out of 60K, so we're less than 1/6 of the way there to our next box. But it gets a lot faster when you do duty missions and other things like that, especially after you level up your ship and you can take them out quickly. That's a big deal. So let's go ahead and match speed again. This is the boring part of an Imperial pilot's job, but escorting things is absolutely essential to what we do. In the X-Wing fighter series, I used to do a lot of the escort missions. I mean, they're all pretty cool story-driven missions, so I definitely recommend that. If you're interested in this kind of stuff, X-Wing TIE Fighter, X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, it all works off of Steam, and you can get set up with that. It's actually a lot of fun. I would like to have some more content like that on the channel. Who knows, maybe on my vacation, I'll see if I can get that working too. Because I'm going to certainly not be bored, but I'm going to need stuff to do. You cannot fly it in first person in Battlefront 2. I get it, it's tough. Hey, what's up, Rick? Good to see you. Hey, you look good with the new sponsor badge there. I like it. You also have access to the emotes, so why don't you show everybody the emotes that you have that only sponsors have access to. It's pretty neat. I'll do them too. I'm waiting for this. Let me see. Chat. Here we go. So, if you become a sponsor of Intrepid Dawn, you have the ability to use special emotes like the Imperial symbol and the Porg. Only available to people that subscribe, and everyone can see it in chat. I'm not subscribed, a sponsor. So definitely check that out if you're interested. Like I said, it's $4.99 a month, helps me out. It's kind of like a Twitch subscription in a way. Just a way to give back and say thanks, and it's totally appreciated. My wife and I appreciate everything. And if you're not interested in becoming a subscriber, I can't even speak. If you're not interested in being a sponsor, you also have the ability to donate. So there's a super chat option there, and if you do that, a little message will pop up on the screen. You can put in there whatever you want, and you donate a certain amount to the channel. I put everything that I make on the channel back into the content, so that's also something that you can do. Hey, a new sponsor, Tobolith, thank you. I saw it pop up on here before Lord Vader does, but we'll do it. There it is.
And together we can rule the galaxy.
Join me, and together we can rule the galaxy. So Tobolith has become a sponsor. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Allows me to offset my costs, because the cost of running a channel like this is somewhat high. I have to license all my tools, and then the music I use is royalty free, and I have to pay for that to get the rights to it. There's a big difference between, I think, somebody that just records gameplay and throws it up there and somebody that does the total experience. And I really hope that this mission is over so I don't have to keep talking, but yeah. Oh, Valg has joined the group. We have a lot of people joining us. Awesome. Let me see. If somebody is on the Star Wars Galaxies Legends, you do me a favor and share the stream there. Let's see if we can get some more people over, because we had a fantastic live stream last week. So if you missed it, I had an interview with the developers of Star Wars Galaxies Legends, Neliv, and then some of the community team, Rorash, as well as Talia. And we were talking about the future of Legends and what's going to be happening, and it's a really great video. Took place on their yacht. Easily one of the most amazing looking player decorations I've ever seen. And yeah, I definitely highly recommend that you check that out. It was a good time. It was about an hour long, but it was packed full of great information, especially if you're interested in Star Wars Galaxies. And it should be on the main page if you scroll down. It was our live stream from last week, so it says dev interview. It has a picture of a Dark Jedi on there. You'll be able to find them. Okay, the hostages are safe and en route to base. Good job, pilot. So let's just double check. Okay, we don't have anything else. So I am going to hyperspace home. Thank you guys for helping me with that mission. Escort missions are kind of boring, but if you're a TIE fighter pilot that doesn't have shields, like if this was legitimately in Star Wars, I would love escort missions because if they were boring, I might actually survive. As you can see, I'm not good enough to avoid getting hit. I already have like practically 0 rear armor left. Here he comes. Let's take a look at this Jedi Starfighter, shall we? So you guys can get a good look at it. Alright, so you can see his astromech there. You can hear it too. In space, which doesn't make any sense, but so be it. Oh no! Obstacle detected! We're going through him! Ah! So I guess it never really accounted for that before. That's pretty cool. Nice! You guys are using the Porg emotes. That's my favorite. If we get enough sponsors, I can put in another emote and they'll put in the Rebel symbol. Okay, I have a whole list of them, but I can put in an emote for every 5 sponsors we get. So we just need to keep accumulating them over time, and hopefully you guys continue to be happy with my content. Let's go ahead and go back to Tatooine, to Bestine, and report in on that. We just dealt the Nim pirates a major blow by capturing whatever it was that we were supposed to capture, I forget. And now I'm going back. I'm just a simple soldier. I don't need to know all the details. Do I have any gloves? I do not. So my hands aren't important. I have these issued commando boots. I should put these on instead. There we go. That looks better. Okay. And I don't think I have an issued commando belt. No. There are people that sell really cool appearance kits for these. Transfer these back into my bank account. 43k. There are people that sell really cool uniforms that complete this with like a backpack that looks like it would be part of the TIE Fighter outfit. You get the gloves, a belt, and uniform appropriate boots. And it really does complete the look of this. One of the things that I love about Star Wars Galaxies is the customization of the character. Because to me, that's part of the fun. When I play SWTOR, like 50% of the time I'm just playing dress up with my characters because it's so neat to be able to customize it. It's something that I think so many games are missing, that we all want to be creative and have a different looking character. I was able to recover all of our agents, sir. Look at that. I just got a light military grade Durasteel armor. Thank you. It's time that you're elevated to full operational status. Yes, sir. Okay. I'm ready to begin immediately, sir. I'm ready to take an assignment. I'd like to engage their fleet. So this is going to be... Stop conversing, now I have a duty mission because I need to get the experience up to train. So some tiers, like tier 2 is XP based. The next tier beyond that is mission based. So you just need to finish the missions and then you'll get the rewards. And then, you know, the next one after that is XP based, and then the final master level is not XP based, it is it's mission based. So I mean, sometimes you have different requirements. Where are we going? So we're going to the Loke system again. Alright, so this is where you really make the money. The emoji of my drawing face. I didn't make that, just to be clear. Senator Echo. I found a picture that was similar to what I wanted. I transformed it in Photoshop. I used Photoshop Kung Fu to bring in different elements from different pictures and to make that one that you're referring to. I don't have any artistic ability. I'm actually I'm kind of like the writer that you bring in when somebody else came up with a concept and you want it to be better. That's like how that's seriously how I look at myself and my ability. I can take that and I can make it better. But if you wanted me to come up with like 100% original concept, forget it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start our duty mission now. Thank you so much, Toblith. I should let you take... Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so... Let's go ahead and do that. We can get maxed out faster. People don't need to watch me kill these guys over and over again, so... Let me take out a couple of these, and then we can do that. Can you grab a duty mission? And then I'll meet you on Loke. There it is. Boom! Alright. Got a credit chip. Alright, we'll do this wave and then we'll go and get in your multiplayer ship. Because I'll show you that if you have a friend or if you get a group together on the Discord, that you can make XP in space regardless. So now we have this X-Wing. It's one of those things, X-Wings are only formidable if their lasers are pointing at you. If you're behind them, they are a big, slow target. And no amount of shielding is going to save your ass if somebody can stick to it. There you go. Alright, so I will do that. Dock with your ship at the station. Cool. I'll be over as soon as we finish this wave. There they are. Uh-oh. Got somebody firing missiles at me. Still running into my... Sorry guys, I'm running into my mic. Because it's right behind the joystick. There we go. 2 targets remain. Okay, so we have this Tier 2 chemo, which is actually not one of our targets. But this thing is big and slow, so if you get behind it, you win. Look. There's no way that he can get away from it. But the thing is, one of these gets on your ass and starts launching missiles at the higher tier, goodbye. It'll be over pretty quickly. They are definitely... I wouldn't call them a glass cannon, because they're more like a big tank. But you get behind them and it's over. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and go back to the station. Alright, looks like we have a spectator. Where is it? Let me find it. Control D for waypoint. EOI, I want Loke Space Station. Alright. 7K out. We'll be right there. On my way. Uh-oh. I got too close to the thing. Now we have to do the mission. I accidentally flew through the mission spawn. we go. So we got some more starship boosters. That'll be nice. These are all parts I can put into my ship so that I don't have to buy them. Especially because I'm not making as much money now. Crafted components are typically the best that you can get for leveling, but if you wanted to be real serious about space, you might want to look into getting a shipwright and playing the resource game on the ground, plus trying to get parts to reverse engineer together in space. A lot of people do that. It's very effective. There we go. Got a droid interface. Watch that crossfire, boys! Woo. Try not to collide with it. Awesome. Last one and we're out of here. I started watching Babylon 5 because of John. He was recommending I do that. So now I'm kind of hooked on it. I've been like researching everything I could about the plot and what's gonna happen and stuff like that. So I don't know if I'm ruining it for myself or what, but I thought it was kind of fun just to read about it, especially because I had known about it when it was on TV, but I had never actually watched it back in the 90s. So it was kind of a mystery to me that this existed, and I was way into Star Trek at the time, but I never gave that a chance. So that'll be fun. I also want to finish watching Farscape. I've only gotten through season 1 of Farscape, and that was one of my favorite sci-fi experiences. Just I got divorced right after we started watching it. Together. So I never finished the series, not because of that, just because I like totally forgot about it. Alright, let's go ahead and go to Loke Space Station. Full power. Full power to the engines. Good to go. Alright, so let's see. So we have this, which is our new armor. Looks like it's got decent mass. Decent. With the parentheses. We got this damaged engine, which we can add to our collection, so I will do that. Transfer these credits to my bank account. We have a booster, just not bad. The mass of that's pretty low, so we'll go ahead and bring that up here and put that with my other parts that I'm not going to sell. And here we have tech interface. This is a droid level. Not great, but again, if it's one less component I have to buy, even better. It's kind of worth it, though, to buy the top-end blaster, so I'll probably do that anyway, just because everything that you do progression-wise depends on your DPS in a ship. So, hey, what's up, Jay? Farscape is awesome. I agree. Claudia Black, oh, she does it for me. And the thing is that I didn't even know who she was whenever I played Dragon Age. I was just like, oh yes, the woman that plays Morrigan, damn sexy. And it turned out that she was very, very sexy. I'll have to get a droid, but not the kind that you're thinking of. Imperial ships don't use astromechs. We use flight computers that are built in on there. I mean, they chirp a little bit, but they don't come out of the ship, and they're not going to follow me around. But I will definitely need a droid to boost my weapons and things like that to get even better performance. So we're almost there. It looks like Jay is going to be up here with his ship somewhere. Should be pretty cool. Or not Jay, Toblith. My bad. Let's go with the VT-49. I want it to be a pretty quick thing. Sorry about that. I didn't answer before. I was in the middle of fighting. I didn't see it. Let's see. Ah, okay, Gaia. Thank you. Yeah, Jay, we're having a party up here in space, just trying to level up this pilot and show people that you can do it without getting item or money help. I'm totally getting help with killing things. It wasn't my intention, but hey, I can't tell you no, so I appreciate it. I don't know where your ship is, though. Do you want me to land? Is it easier to land, probably? I do need repairs, though. I want to land. No! Cancel. I need repairs. I see you just got up here. Repair all of it. Do it! It only cost me 100 credits. The best deal I've ever had. Alright, so you can see over there. And we see all this in real time too. It's pretty neat. So I do this, they see that on their screen. Not bad. So it looks like Toblith is in space now with his YT. Should be over here any second because it's showing him as being out of range. And here I can thread the needle. Oh! Oh! Look at that, blowing off that TIE fighter. Right in the squinty eye. But since we're... Oh, I'm getting hit too. Having a good time. Alright, so here he is. He's coming in. Let's go ahead and see if I can get a vector on him. It's 3K out. There he is. Target under reticle. Oh, that's Valg. Okay. Oh, so he changed his character. Makes sense. Or maybe that's what the character's name always was. I don't know. I'm gonna fly up to here and dock. So we're gonna go ahead and hit the U key. Docking protocol initiated. I'm trying to dock with him, but he's moving. Pretty cool. We're docking here, and I'm going to end up getting into his ship, which is kind of neat. I've never done this before from space. Please stand by. Alright, I assume that we'll probably go into a cutscene, right? Okay, so that was pretty cool. So here I am. All of a sudden, Lieutenant Oxio is inside the ship. That's cool. So I guess it stores my TIE fighter, hopefully. Not they're getting destroyed. Here we are. This is the YT-49. Something like that. Yeah, YT-49. Imperial ship. I'm going to go ahead and take the top turret. Here you can kind of see, get an idea of what's going on. We have somebody in their Y8 ship as well, playing around. Not bad. Alright, so this is a gunship. I have, I hate the blue bolts, no offense. I mean, they're cool looking for sure, and whatever, but I have a much harder time tracking with them. For me, if it's a straight line laser, it's easier for me to track a target than the blue bolts. But you can also see there's a Y8 mining ship out here too, for your viewing pleasure. Okay. So whenever you're ready, if you want to take us out somewhere where we can destroy... There we go. Destroy the rebel fighter's duty. Nice. Alright, so he's going to do that, and we're going to take care of the shooting. So we have an above and below turret. And we're going to get this done. So this is the same setup. This is the Imperial multiplayer ship. So when you become a master pilot, you have the access to this. If you're a neutral pilot, you get the YT-1300. If you're a Rebel pilot, you get the Nova Courier, which I have on my Rebel character. And we've done videos before in the Nova Courier blowing up the Imperial Star Destroyer. So it's pretty cool. And you can see this thing is fast. 1497 is his top speed that we're going right now. Just to compare that, my ship, the top speed that we were going in was, I think, 485, maybe? It's a damn shame I can't destroy these little asteroids. We just pushed them right out of the asteroid field. Asteroids do not concern me, Captain. I want those ships. Not excuses. Alright. So this is going to be difficult because I have my controls set up to use my joystick, but you could use your joystick here, but you know, good luck with that. This is kind of like always going to be better, in my opinion, to do a turret with the keyboard or with the mouse, just because it's much more finer control. Alright, so we're almost here. Just waiting for the mission to start. There we go. Incoming fighters from the rear. Took them out. Nice. So we're gonna get some starfighter experience from this. Attack speeds. Alright. Got that guy. Got a B-wing up here. Alright. So basically, all of the credits and the items go to the lockbox or the loot box of the ship's owner. So one thing I will tell you as a new player, make sure that whoever is taking you up to fly is willing to give you a cut of their loot. It's one of the things that I think is really important, because it's, you know, like sometimes people say it's their fee essentially for taking you up, which is fine, but as a new player you need that money, so definitely make sure that you try to negotiate for that, because most people are cool with it, so you should be fine. Okay, so we just completed that. Let's go ahead and see how much we need. We essentially want to max this out, but I can only max it out, I think it's 60k until I train it, so we're 2/3 of the way there, which is awesome. Alright. I don't know if we have anyone in the bottom station or not. I'm thinking not. It might just be me. God, these A-Wings. A-Wings are a pain in the ass. And it's really hard to hit something while your own ship is moving. They do a good job with the gimbaling. This is something that Star Citizen only recently got right, but they had this done back in like 2004. Come on, take it. There we go. I can't hit that guy. There we go. Alright, finally got him. Took a second. Probably flew across half the board while we were doing that. Excuse me. Alright, and there's a guy on the bottom, which I can't see, but that's okay. Looks like this A-Wing's coming around for another pass. thing is, in like competitive PvP and stuff, these are really, really tough to attack. They can get you from all angles with good gunners and a good crew. This thing can have missiles too. This thing can be totally lethal. And then don't even get me started on the gunboats, which are the ones with 6 turrets. Those things are badass on another level. They're fast enough that you couldn't get away from them. And they can pepper you with gunfire from all sides, so it's pretty cool. Alright, so each wave, it looks like, is giving us about 5k or so of experience points. And the waves, just like whenever we do duty missions, continue to get more and more spawns, so the longer you go at it, the XP starts going up exponentially, which is pretty good. Come on! There we go. Awesome. And then we'll go take a look at the ship after this, show you guys how cool that is. Look at that wheeling first. And the X-Wing is just on the edge of my range. Come on back around for another pass. So he's staying right at the edge of our range. We can hit about 500 meters, half a kilometer out. Until it turns green, there's no reason for me to fire at him. Plus, he's not in my firing arc anymore. The bottom turret's gonna hit him. There we go. Sweet. So yeah, you can see that there are areas where you can minimize the fire that you take, but I don't think you can ever fully find a blind spot on this. Alright, I'll take him when he comes back around. There we go. Alright, now it's going faster. Awesome. Thank you for moving us around like that. Let's take a look at how we're doing on cash. Up to 50k, not bad. That should be enough for me to buy a TIE interceptor, get a booster, get a faster engine, and do a little better. So basically what you want to do is you want to focus on your engine and your gun in a TIE fighter. Those are probably the two most important things that you're going to have, because your engine determines your pitch, yaw, roll. So they take whatever the numbers are, use the multiplier of the chassis you're on, and that's how fast you can turn. So obviously the better engine you have, regardless of your ship, is always a better bet. Here we go. Let's get that Black Sun quota going. Alright, so we're up to a little more than halfway, so it's rolling along a lot faster than that would by myself, so I totally appreciate it. Thank you, guys. And I hope that you're having fun. So this is just some of the fun that you can have on Star Wars Galaxies Legends. I've been doing a lot of space because this is my interest, but there are some people that have never ever gone into space and they just do the ground game, and that's fun too. So maybe one of these nights we'll do like some heroic quests and show you what's up with that. My favorite is the Star Destroyer, so I'd really like to do that at some point and kind of show you guys what's going on. Now, I would need somebody to, you know, to carry me essentially, because I don't have any of the weapons that I need for that. Here we are. We're gonna go in first person here to shoot because I think it's a little bit easier.
Warning.
Oh, it's a gunboat. Holy shit! I had no idea. I can't hit it from here. It's really big. How am I missing it? Oh god, we're actually taking some damage here. Nice. So we have, we've taken out the gunboat. That's a big deal. How much was that worth? That was worth 1,700 combat experience. So not bad. That would have been hard to do by myself. But I don't think I have to do it like that. I think that's only for the ship, or for the station missions, where you get a gunboat. I would have just got a tier 3 fighter to deal with. This is an NGE EMU server. That's correct, Ryan. Sorry, I missed your IM earlier. I don't know how long it's been on there. But absolutely. It has everything from that published and more. Alright, pretty cool. And this is going to go faster now, so in this wave we'll get 2, then 3, then 4. So we'll get enough XP to probably fully cap really shortly. Alright, that A-Wing will be coming back around any second now. You start getting really, really good XP on these whenever you can kill them all in the first wave. And it's my fault for letting that A-Wing slip by. Thing is fast. And when we close the distance too, it makes it harder to hit. There we go. Overlapping our fire range works. Let's see what we're up to. It's like 42. Millennium Falcon style YT 1300. You think they can take me? And you can see, like, they're no joke. There's one more left. There's 4 that spawn with us, so it's actually a lot. There we go. We got him. Alright, checking it again. What are we up to? 47. So one more round will probably finish this. At least the gunboat for sure. Tons of players. I would say that this is more populated than Basilisk. And I know that the NGE is a 4-letter word to some people, but I think what should be a 6-letter word to them, actually 7-letter word, is content. And that's one thing that this has in spades. You know, the, let's see, where is he? Yes. The EMU has no content. You're pretty much grinding stuff just to survive. And that's not fun. After years and years of that, I think people get burned out. Whereas here we have heroic instances, there's actual ongoing development to put new ideas into the game, and to me that's the only way that a game like this can survive long term. Because eventually, people are going to burn out if it's the same thing. It has been the same thing for, 15 years. Oh, but God, that's amazing to think about that. It's been 15 years since Star Wars Galaxies came out this June. Where is it? Where's that guy? I can't see him. There he is. Alright. As soon as he gets into the firing range, there we go. Yeah, so that's my main problem that I had with the EMU. I mean, well, there's just the SWG EMU. Shady financial practices. Little to no appreciable progress when other people were making it significantly. Once the code got off their base and there were other servers out there, people kind of showed what was possible if you were actually working on something, and not dragging your feet. And yeah, totally changed everything. Let's see, are we close? Because if I can get more than... Okay. Yeah, because if I can get more than 60k, I want to fill this up, but if not, go down and train. How much longer am I streaming for? Well, I definitely want to see if I can get a new ship after this, or see how much a chassis is. So, you know, at least a couple more minutes. I don't know. I'll let you know whenever I'm not having fun anymore. As long as you guys keep interacting with me and it's a good time, we'll keep going. A lot of people here. It's kind of amazing. I made the comment back in July when I first started my first ever SWG stream on this channel. And I said, you know, SWG won't help me, but I can help SWG. And that's so not been the case. The community has been fantastic. This is like this is probably the content I'm known for now. Stellaris and Star Wars Galaxies, and you guys have been amazing. Supporting and watching and being helpful in game. It's just amazing to me. What we can all do if we come together. Yep, so I'm capped on stuff. Okay. You guys, if you still need XP, go for it. I'm capped, so I'm gonna leave the station here. And let's see, I'll probably use an escape pod, but let me show you around the ship. This is pretty cool. So this is the YT-49 decimator. You can totally come in here. And you have engine access panels, so if you're being blown up in the middle of space, you can come down here and repair your stuff, so you can actually have people outside of ship stations doing repair work just like you would in like Star Trek. You can put decorations into these because this is actually counts as a house essentially with an item limit. Oh, so there you can see that we have a space bot. Oh, we can watch it. How cool is that? So we're watching this take place right outside of the decimator. So as I was looking at it, you could see that there's that big rose window. I don't know what you'd call this. I'm gonna call it a rose window, an Imperial window. It's pretty synonymous with Imperials at this point. And this is definitely the kind of window I want in my house if I ever become rich. But you can kind of see the battle. This is going on in real time. This isn't like a pre-recorded video. Everything they're doing I can watch. This is pretty neat. What's up, Michael Queuing? It's been a while, man. Glad to see you're still around. Okay. So I'm gonna wait till he destroys that. There we go. So we destroyed one of the gunboats. Actually, I should probably get up there and help so we don't die. But there's the loot box, and you can kind of see how this works. So it's pretty neat overall. Go ahead and enter the upper turret. We have one more gunship somewhere. Oh, it's just an X-wing. Alright, very cool. I can't, he's not in my line of sight. There we go. Alright, we completed the mission, so I'm gonna leave the station. And yeah, Toblith, absolutely. Cool. So he's gonna go ahead and get the loot for us, and we're gonna be able to use that to sell it, because that's important. I mean, as a new player, this is probably your only way to be able to do that. All right. So you can see in here that we have a credit chip. That clearly wasn't this. Thank you. That credit chip, I'm not going to take that because that wasn't mine. You know, there's 258k in there. We didn't do that. But let's see. So we have 3 people. So I would think that if Nibia and I get some of it, that'll be fine. So I'll take this. I have to take 6 pieces from me. I'm not looking at what they are. I'm just not looking at their levels. Okay. So that's right, and the rest of it is his. So that's good. Alright, cool. Alright. Gone ahead and taken that. So I'm going to launch my escape pod. I'm ejecting! I wonder what's going to happen, because I've never done this from transferring in my ship. Okay, so I did land on the ground. Alright, I ended my duty mission. Cool. So I can go back and train now, and this is a big deal. So we can also sell this. So what do we get? It's level 3, level 5, level 7. Okay, that's actually worth something. Level 10, that's worth a lot. I just grabbed what I could. So we'll go ahead and we'll sell that, and then we'll go buy a ship. So let's go ahead and use this. Go back to my guy. I know a guy. Let's go back to the trainer. Pretty cool. Thank you very much, Toblith. I took 6. I think he should get 6, and then the rest of it's yours. So, all good. Bastine. And I didn't touch the credit chip because there was like 258k there, which I know we didn't make. So that wouldn't be fair. Yeah, but it's pretty cool. You get a good multiplayer crew going, and you're set. Like, the pilot knows how to fly for their gunners, and the gunners are good at anticipating what the ship's gonna do. If you're all in voice comms and communicating that is a pretty badass thing. And they're having, if you're interested in that, they're having an event on the server for space on Saturday. So definitely check it out. There's a link in the SWG Legends announcements on their Discord channel, and probably also on the forums, and you can see what's going on. It looks pretty cool. I have to work Saturday all day, so unfortunately I won't be able to participate. But I wish I could. I'm ready for some training, sir. I understand. Alright, very cool. What's the assignment? What kind of response? So we're going to continue. I'll do what I can. Okay, so I have to go to more of a Nim stronghold. I'm here to clean the antimatter condenser. He's probably not using his real name, so you have to find him. Report to me when you have his information. Interesting. So that's another thing that we'll have to do to try to get that moving. All right. So now we have taken all of that awesome stuff. Let's go ahead over here and see how much it's going to cost me to get a TIE line fighter. So this is the Bazaar, if you're new to the game. They always look the same, so they always look like this in a city. And here you can kind of see, that's another player. And we can find out what's going on in the galaxy. So essentially, what I want to do, and sometimes people put deeds here, so I'm just going to look real quick to see if there's anything like here. There's a flight computer. I'm certified for level 2 astromech. I'm not certified for level 3 yet. I can get that for 2k. That's a good deal. Where is that? That's on Dantooine. So I'd have to actually go to Dantooine to get that. But it's good to see that it's there. People do sell all kinds of stuff here. So let's see the deeds. How about ship component? See if there are any ship components up here. Oh yeah. So we'll see if they have any chassis. Here we go. So some people are selling their chassis directly on the auction vendor, which is cool. We're looking for a TIE LN, and I don't want to spend a ton of money on it, so I might just get a TIE light duty fighter instead. We'll see. So this is what I can get. It looks like the cheapest IN on here is 200k. That's a little bit out of my price range. So if I go to vendor location, entire galaxy. Hey, Garrett Bragg's now a member of the Intrepid Elite.
Obi-Wan news to be true.
Thank you for joining. If your subscriptions are public and you join us and subscribe, it will definitely pop up for you. So thank you very much, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. All right, let me see down here. What are we doing? So I'm going to go into the chassis. And I'm going to look specifically at the TIE LNs and see what we got. So it looks like the cheapest one we have is 8,500 or 85,000, well out of my price range. So instead, what I'm going to do is look for a TIE Fighter heavy duty variant and see what those go for. 120. So let's just get a regular TIE Fighter chassis. 55k. And then we have the TIE Fighter light duty. Let's see how much that is. And the mass on this is terrible, so I don't ever recommend that you buy one of these. Alright, so we're going to have to get a regular TIE Fighter. Looks like 55k is what we're going to have to pay for it. That's on Tatooine. It's actually not far away, so I'll create that waypoint. I think that was the cheapest thing. Let's go back over here to this auction and make sure. Chassis. Okay, those are 200k. TIE Fighter is 90k. Yeah, so we're getting the deal. Getting the deal for sure. Alright, so let's go back and sell my components so that I can have a little more money and maybe buy some other stuff. The cool part is my character doesn't have to eat or drink or any of that stuff, so I don't have to worry about it. And I can sell these parts here and be good to go. I can even transfer over some of the parts from my starter ship to supplement what I don't have immediately. So let's sell some components. That's why we're here. I just want to make sure that what we're selling is not the stuff I wanted to save, so I want to sell this shield. Okay, I want to sell the Soros sub weapons capacitor for 10k. Hell yeah, that's nice. Sell the level 2 Miser standard. Actually, that recharge rate's pretty high. I'm gonna keep that. Okay, this level 7 thing, this what is it, Corellian IV servo turrets? Yeah, we'll definitely sell that. Okay. Soros sub Mark II Pro. Yeah, we'll sell that. And the Soros sub Mark III Liberator booster. Good to go. Alright, so I've sold the parts that I wanted. I kept the ones I'm going to put onto my ship. At least I think I am. So we'll go ahead and take that. We're up to 78k, and so far it's been all stuff that we could get just here, which is amazing. Let's go ahead and pull up our vendor, and I'm going to drive out there. So it's 2k away. They probably have a starport, hopefully. Yeah, they're just outside of Anchorhead, which is actually not very good for me. Let me see, what am I? I'm a combatant. I might not survive this trip because the rebels are going to attack me. Yeah, I do. I'll check out the Y8 in a second. When I get back. Sorry I didn't notice that. I was staring at all this stuff and I didn't see the chat. Hey guys, the Y8 mining ship is pretty neat, so we'll take a look at that as soon as I get back if you want to hang on for me. I'll take the quick travel back. So you can see we're on Tatooine, and the ILM mod I think is pretty cool because it brightens up the skies. And somebody had said that it doesn't look realistic, but I was thinking about that for a while for myself, and this is what I came up with. Star Wars has so many planets and so many different atmospheres and everything else. Who knows? I think that in all the films, Tatooine always had a very bright sky, so that's totally possible. And some of the other planets, like Dantooine and all their colors, that is also possible, I think, in a universe full of possibilities. So I can accept that. I can pretty much explain anything away. Your mileage may vary. Personally, I'm fine with it. Alright, we're 100 meters out from components. Hopefully this guy has reasonable sub-components, because I definitely need a reactor and an engine. And hopefully, I don't know if I'll have the money for all these, but hopefully I can also get a decent blaster too. I need a reactor, an engine, a shield generator, and maybe a blaster. That might be a lot to ask. We'll see. Alright, so you can see that this is a player-run shop. This is a hut not unsimilar to that of Ben Kenobi's. And as you come up here, we can read the sign that says Amy's Scrap Yard. So thank you, Amy, for selling your components at a reasonable price. So we're going to come right over here to the ships. And we'll look at all of her ships and do them by price. So she has a Dune Lizard chassis, Style 1. Not bad. Tons of total mass on that for only 37k, so if I was a neutral pilot, I'd be getting an even better deal. So here we have the TIE Fighter. Is this something that I am certified in? I am. Alright, excellent. So I'll buy that. Alright, so I have that. I've picked it up. You can also see there's the Naboo N1 chassis blueprint, so you can fly the Naboo Starfighter, which was added later. Pretty neat. Has 65 mass, so it's very close to the TIE Defender. No, sorry, not TIE Defender. TIE Advanced. They're very similar to that in terms of mass. Pretty neat. I don't know. Let's see. I forget. Where do you actually get that? Is it here? Maybe you don't get the certification till the very end. It might also be factional. I don't see it on here. It could be missing it. But that is pretty neat. You guys will have to let me know who can fly the Naboo N1. Alright, so let's go ahead into the ship components, and I need an engine. Oh, probably not going to be here. We gotta find the one that actually sells it. Space consumables and crafted parts. Hopefully they have something. Probably not. Okay, they have a Mark V shield generator, which I totally can't use, and a Class 2 laser. So I mean, this is part of it. You have to shop around to get a deal. So it looks like I can get the chassis that I need here, which is great, but I can't get anything else. So we're gonna come out here and put away my ship, and now I'm gonna call my TIE Fighter and go back to Bestine. Go back to the starport. Here we go. I gotta pay you for it though, Toblith. So I can only do, I think, level 1 and 2. Let me see. I only have level 3 ship equipment. So whatever level 3 is, it's probably tier 1. But I have to pay you for anything that you give me because I want to keep this legit. Thank you. Cold ramen. Nothing better. I forgot my wife brought me some to drink and I never used it. I understand, Michael. Studies are important. We'll assemble a ship chassis. So here's the deal. Once you get your ship chassis, you have to assemble it. So I'm like totally out of money, so I'm not going to need to pay for that right now. But we'll go ahead and buy that chassis. And now here, you can see it got switched over to a deed. And then I can generate that ship. So you always have to account for that in your bank. So I've got like 9k left, essentially. So if I come in here, you can see down here my new TIE Fighter is there. So what I want to do with my old TIE Fighter is I'm going to take all the parts out. So I'm going to select it and manage it. And I'm going to pull out the reactor and the engine and the shield, the front armor and the rear armor and the capacitor and all this stuff. It doesn't have a booster, it doesn't have a droid interface. It did have a weapon. And that's it. So now that ship is completely and totally empty. Alright, so if I go in here I can grab my new TIE Fighter. We can select that. You guys can see it looks just the same, but it has a lot higher mass, 20k, looks like. So that'll be good. You can put in our prototype engine because I don't have anything else. Put in our prototype reactor. I can run it with the prototype armor too. I can use... I don't think I can use anything else. Because unless I have a decent reactor, I won't be able to upgrade anything because it won't have any room on the reactor for the energy. Try to load that. We'll see how that goes. Alright, so here we are. And we need the capacitor. We have that in there. Shield. Okay, so it's very close. I think we should be good. Mostly because we're using the exact components that came with it.
Code 176-2 permits random searches of
Alright, so I think we're good here. Alright guys, so we got a new ship. We took out a little bit of the Empire. Or sorry, the Rebellion. We got promoted. And I think this is a good place to stop. So I totally appreciate you coming out tonight. I actually realized I was super hungry because I haven't eaten since like 11 o'clock this morning. So I'm going to end the stream. Sorry about that. But Toblith, I'm in the Spaceport Investine. I'll wait for you to get here. Alright, and you can see that they have a cool belt. Female models, I think this is probably a female character. The belts never worked for them. You can see it's more like a hula hoop. Wave. Alright, so do me a favor. If you guys like the stream and you're having fun with it, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And consider subscribing and sharing this with your friends. It totally helps me out. Our channel, I think we have a very cool and very high-end content that we offer here. It's just that we need exposure. So at this point, the more people that know about us, the better we'll do overall. Oh, there he is. He poked me in the ribs. That was mean. Alright, RE level 2 stuff. Very cool. Alright, I appreciate it. Oh, he's giving me a Bell 22 deed, which I can't use yet, so I'll accept that because you can find those for like practically nothing. I think they're actually a veteran reward that I can get anyway. So let's thank him. Thank you so much. Go ahead and take us up in your Y8. I'll wait for it to go up in the Y8 because I think that's a cool way to go out because it's a really cool looking ship. I'm gonna have some more of my ramen while I do that. Magnificent. Alright, so it's gonna pop up and ask me if I want to launch into space. Of course I do. Okay. So we're gonna say yes. And we're gonna get to see it. It's pretty neat. Also, guys, if you really like the channel, there should be a link in the description for our Discord. If you join the Discord, I give like behind the scenes insider access to everybody, let them know what's going on, and you'll be able to tell whenever I'm going to publish a video. So here we are. This is the Y8 mining ship. Pretty neat. So over here we have some operation stations that you can get in. So I can jump in over there, and you can see I'm down here, and I'm looking at this from the operation station. It's pretty neat. I can turn around and look at that. How neat is that? Go ahead and come back out. You can see we have the captain's chair right here, which is where the pilot is. This is like the most one that's like Star Trek to me. You got your helmsman up here, you got your captain, you've got multiple stations. So this is a mining ship. This is designed to get mineral asteroids and take them for crafters. The consoles here are pretty cool. Back here you can see that it has a nice rear observation window. And you can also decorate this as well. It counts like the other ones as a house, which is why when we had the stream with the developers, we were in a super decorated yacht. Let's go ahead and look at what else is available to us. So we can enter the upper turret. We can go down. So you can see that the Y8 is essentially a long ship that has a really big habitable area in the back. And that's where we are. Now, there aren't any windows down here, I don't believe. But you can see that you have storage as well as room access and everything else. There's a lot of turrets, too. And here's some of the reactor conduits and things that you can use to repair your ship. If you need to, here's the escape pod. I'll jump into the turret real quick. Enter front turret 1. Yeah. Alright, so I'm on front turret 1, and here you can kind of get an idea for what it looks like. So we're looking at this from the side. This is the cockpit over here, so you have to imagine this is rotated 90 degrees to the right. And that's pretty neat how this whole thing works. So it is a mining ship. And you have at least 3 turrets. I think that the pilot actually gets a gun as well. So you could have potentially 4 turrets on this and do some mining, or, you know, even mild PvP, I think. It's certainly not up to the gunship level because the components aren't in that range and you're sharing the capacitor, but it's pretty neat. I don't really use Twitter. Michael, does anyone really use Twitter? Maybe I'm just old. Okay, so this is it. This is the Y8 fighter. Thank you so much, Toblith, for everything. Thank you, Rick, for becoming a sponsor recently. I totally appreciate you. So I'm going to go ahead and use one of the escape pods right here. Here's an escape pod hatch to get back on the ground because you never want to log out in space. So boom, I've ejected. And 5 guns are 4 turrets. Awesome. Alright, so I've gone ahead and I've ejected, and we should be good to go. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, like I said, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you next time. So for everybody that made this stream a possibility, you guys are the best, and I will see you in the verse. Thanks for watching.